Hi, I'm Mimi Sokolow, and I live in the Golan Heights. I have a husband and 4 kids, and cooking for them can sometimes be a challenge. But I love to rise to that challenge, and I'm hoping that I can share my cooking experiences with you and get your feedback in return. I'm hoping that this YouTube channel can be an interactive cooking experience, so come and cook with me. Hi. For my first recipe, I'm going to bake a chocolate cake. Today is my daughter's birthday, and I figured that's a good thing to start with. So here I am in my kitchen, and I've got some of my stuff ready, and I truly don't have a lot of time because I got to go pick her up from school soon. So this is going to be one of those quickie type of recipes for us, of course, busy moms that don't have a lot of time. So the first thing I need to do is preheat my oven to 350. Here I have my bowl. And I always keep my flour in the fridge because I'm always afraid of what might happen to my flour. And that's just simply what I do. I keep everything I can in the freezer or the fridge to keep it fresh. I've got my handy dandy measuring cup. And I'm going to start with 3 cups of flour. Now the good thing is, this is a recipe that can turn into anything you want. It could be a chocolate cake, a vanilla cake, a carrot cake, a spice cake, whatever it is. This is basically a base cake, and then you can turn it into whatever you want it to be. So I need, that's another flour thing. So I'm measuring out 3 cups of flour over here into my bowl. And it's really, really, really important that you mix the dry ingredients first. I know that sounds very basic, but a lot of people forget that part. It's really important that we distribute all the dry ingredients before we add the wet ingredients. Now, I've just done the 3 cups of flour. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, okay? So we got to flatten that out, add that to the bowl. I'm kind of moving quickly because I don't have a lot of time. And that's basically how my life is, actually. I don't have a lot of time for anything. I always feel like I'm running around and everything. So everything I make is pretty easy, pretty quick. I don't do a lot of complicated things unless I know that I'm going to have the time. But basically, this is the way it works. This is 1 teaspoon of baking soda, okay? And it comes in this annoying little package, which the truth is I don't like very much. It's the only thing I can get up here. I wish I had, you know, one of those little bottles, but I guess that's not meant to be. Now I'm going to add my sugar. Here I have a package of sugar. Actually, I have it right here. So I'm pouring out my sugar now. I'm going to put in 2½ cups of sugar. 1, 2, and a half. There we go. And now I'm going to take a spoon and mix all my dry ingredients. I need to add 1 pinch of salt. The salt is important because there's some sort of chemical reaction that happens in the process of baking, and they always require you to put in salt. Truth is, I don't know the exact reason, but I'm actually kind of curious and I'd like to find out. So I'm going to Google that later. And when I find out, I hope, you know, I'll share it with you guys. Anyway, so I'm thoroughly mixing my dry ingredients. Now it's time to turn this into a chocolate cake. Well, actually not. I'm going to do the wet ingredients first. So for the wet ingredients, I need a cup of oil. I like to use canola oil. And we need to add 2 cups of hot water, which I have standing right here very conveniently. Here we go. 1 and 2. My daughter has requested chocolate cake. So she is going to be 4. Now I'm going to mix this up because when we put in the eggs, we don't want the eggs to cook in the batter. We don't want scrambled eggs in our cake. That would kind of be disgusting. So I'm mixing up the batter and it's cooling down as I do this. I'll be safe for my eggs. Also, we can't forget to add vanilla because vanilla adds the extra little flavor. Now, I made this vanilla myself, by the way, and I can share with you that recipe too. It is surprisingly easy. It's like seriously a no-brainer. I'm putting in a teaspoon of my homemade vanilla. Ta-da! There we go. And now I need to get the eggs. Are we back? Great. So my husband, who's the cameraman, is telling me that I'm moving around too quickly. So I will try to slow down because you can't follow me with camera. Like I said, we are not professionals. I'm adding egg number 1. I actually figured out how to crack these eggs professionally. So watch this. Ta-da! I'm really proud of myself. And I'm just checking the eggs to make sure that they're okay, because you never know. I threw out the shells. 1. And this one's not cracking so easily because that would happen to me. I'm going to throw out the shells now. And I'm washing my hands. You know, I'm real and I'm not a professional, like I said 1,000 times already. So of course, when I got a little piece of shell in here I need to take out. Of course, I'm thinking, oh, let me prepare for our first video. So everything looks really nice. I got it. And clean and perfect, and as perfect as I can make it, right? So what happens, I'm pulling out my chocolate powder and it exploded everywhere. I had chocolate all over the place, all over the fridge and the freezer and the floor and the sink. It was everywhere. I didn't realize that there was a hole on the bottom of my chocolate bag. So for my first video, I didn't think it was, you know, a good idea to show I'm already having a fiasco. But I'm telling you, that's the way it is. Because these kinds of fiascos happen to all of us. We are not perfect, and if something's going to go wrong, it's probably going to happen to me. So anyway, I'm ready to add my chocolate. I have a bag of chocolate, and I'm going to add this to my batter. Now, people may think that you need one of those handheld machines to make a cake. If it's not working, it's broken, or you simply don't have one, you can really do this by hand. You can do anything you want by hand. I'm putting 1 cup of cocoa in here. Okay? Let me get all that chocolate out of the cup as much as we can because we want it to be really, really chocolatey. See that? Now I happen to have one of those handheld mixers, except I don't feel like putting it together right now because I really just need to hurry up and get out of here to pick up my daughter from school. Actually, I have 2 daughters I need to pick up from 2 separate places. Do you see how chocolatey that's getting? It's going to be a really delicious chocolate cake. And as an added little bonus, I'm going to put in chocolate chips. My family loves chocolate chips, and I gotta use them pretty quickly when I buy them. Otherwise, they're gonna be eaten right out of the bag. So I've been saving these chocolate chips. Oh yeah, that looks nice and fudgy. Yum. I have an extra large bag of chocolate chips here. We're not gonna use all of it. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of it in. This is actually a new little endeavor for me. Sounded like a good idea in my head. We'll see how it works. I'll let you know. I don't know if they're going to melt. I blend in or they're going to remain chips. I have no idea, but I will tell you what happens. Okay? I think I should add just a little bit more. Yum. Oh, I could eat this out of the bowl like this. It looks so good. It looks like yummy fudge. Wow. Okay, I'm ready for my bundt pan. My daughter wants a Cinderella cake, so I do everything myself at home. I was trying to figure out how am I going to make her a Cinderella cake. I don't know how to make Cinderella out of frosting or anything like that, so I came up with an idea. I'm going to do it in a bundt pan, and the bundt pan part is going to be her dress. Where is my thingy? Here it is. Nice spatula. And then I ordered a picture of Cinderella laminated, and I'm going to stick that in the middle, and hopefully it's going to work out. And I'm going to make frosting. It'll be light blue for her dress. Check that out. Do you see that? Here we go. This looks like it's going to be really yummy. There we go. Get every little scrape and morsel out of here. There. Okay then. That's my chocolate cake, ready to be popped into the oven for 1 hour. My preheated oven. For 1 hour. And I'll let you know what happens next time. Well, actually, I need to make the frosting, so we'll continue this later. Bye. Hi, I'm back. And I kind of have a different look here. I decided to get my hair out of the way, and hence the, the thinking. Anyway, my cake is done, and it's cooled for a while. I've turned it over. It's time for the frosting. So what I'm going to do is take some sticks of margarine. Basically, it's going to be 2 cups. A little bit under 2 cups, actually. It's like 400 grams. I bought these cute little thingies here. And I also let them out on the counter so it can get really nice and soft, so that when I mix it up, it'll be really nice and fluffy. Let's get it out of this package. Woo! Close! You see? I'm a professional. I have kitchen accidents all the time. But that was a save. Anyway, so I've got my 2 sticks of margarine. I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of my homemade vanilla. You can come and look in my bowl if you want. There we go. And the best part, confectioner's sugar. We're putting in 4 cups because we want lots of frosting and we want it to be really nice and sweet. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. And my bag's about to collapse. Hold on. There we go. That is a big, big freaking bowl of frosting. Oh, wow. Okay. We're going to have to add some water to this. You might be a little close. Actually, I should do this with a cup. I'm going to fill a cup here with water, and I'm going to add it slowly because it always comes out different every time. So I'm going to have to gauge it slowly. And I'll let you know I put in 3/4 of a cup of water in here to start. I may not use all of it, but let's see what works. I'm going to start by pouring in about 1/4 of a cup. And let's start mixing. And it's gonna get a little messy, so you might wanna back up. Okay, there we go. Okay, clearly that's not gonna be enough water. It's very hard to, I'm gonna get it real nice and creamy. Looking like it's gonna taste good. It's really, really thick right now. That's really thick. I'm just gonna see if we're gonna need to add a little bit of water. No. Okay guys, so that took about a half a cup of water. So we know that for next time. Okay, so the whole dress thing is going to be blue, but I do want to make some white accents. So I'm going to take off some white cream and put it in my little bowl, and that's going to be for my accent. I'm taking off about a quarter of it, okay? Now I'm going to add some blue food coloring. I'm just squeezing the tube. Hopefully I still have some left, because somebody used my food coloring. Who was it? There we go. Food coloring is very different in whether it comes in a gel or a liquid form. You never know. Okay, so I've added my blue food coloring, and now I'm mixing. It's turning into a really pretty light blue color, very Cinderella-ish. I think that should do it. There we go. And now I'm going to cover the cake. Okay, but before I actually go, this is what I made. I got a picture of Cinderella and printed it on the printer, and then I had it laminated. So I'm going to put this in the middle of the cake, and this is going to kind of be her dress. Okay, I'm making a little slice here so that I can fit the laminated picture in. Hopefully this will work. I am experimenting as we speak, okay? I'm sliding it in. There. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the frosting around here. Okay? So this is now her dress. Okay? I'll be back. So this is the cake. I stuck Cinderella in there, and here's my frosting. And for little white accents, this is what I'm going to do. I'm taking that leftover white frosting, and I'm going to put it in a plastic bag, which can be pretty messy, but we're going to try to do it as neatly as possible. And then I'm going to make a little hole at the end. First of all, I'm going to push it all to one corner. Let me choose a corner. Which corner shall it be? Any corner really, it doesn't matter. There. Okay. I'm going to cut a little bit of hole at the end, and then when I squeeze it, it's going to come out the hole, and that sounds a little weird, I know. Okay, moving along. We're going to do a little decoration. Let's see. See, I squeeze it, and then I'm going to try to make her little, white ruffle thingy majiggy that she has. Okay. No, I am not Carvel. You can make your own design, obviously. Making these little circles here. I'm getting them all around the cake. Cute little polka dot thingies. There. Take my spoon and try to smooth it out a little bit. Try to add some. There. Have a little extra, and there's my Cinderella cake. Hopefully it'll taste good. We'll see. Thanks for joining me. So this is the finished product. It didn't come out exactly as I had it in my head, but hopefully she'll like it. Let's see if she likes it.